Hi, I'd like to speak about the disadvantages of moving pawns. So look at notice the E3 square, so the E3, the third rank, and the E file, so the E3 square. Notice how the two white pawns defend this E3 square, stopping the knight from jumping into it, because if the knight goes to E3, a pawn would capture it. So a disadvantage to moving one of these pawns are it softens the defense of E3 because that pawn it moved can never guard E3 again. The F pawn can never guard the E3 square again. So if we can get the D2 pawn to move away from defending the E3 square, if that can happen, then the knight can jump in, and then pawns cannot kick the knight out of that square ever. The knight can just sit there, and that'll be a knight outpost. The knight is guarded by its friendly pawn, while enemy pawns cannot kick the knight away. So, a disadvantage to moving pawns is they leave squares behind, and they can never be guarded again by that pawn. So if the F pawn moves to F4, one pawn has moved past the D. Oh, sorry, not the D, the E3 square. And if the other pawn moves past it, then there's no pawns able to guard E3 anymore. So the knight can jump into it. And the knight's invaded. It has a very aggressive position on the chessboard to attack the white army with. So that's one disadvantage to moving pawns. I'm not saying to never advance pawns. It's just something to be mindful of. When you move a pawn, it leaves squares that can never be guarded again against enemy piece invasion. Um, so and at the start of a game, of chess, the further up the board you advance your pawn, the imagine there's like a black row of pawns at the start of a game and the black pieces as well. This E5 pawn would be in a lot of danger because of how advanced up the board it is. It becomes a much bigger target because it's so far up the board at the start of a game. So pawns advancing far up the board become easier targets. Again, I'm not saying to not advance pawns, you just got to be careful when you do it. Another reason to be mindful of advancing pawns is because pawns can never move backward. But the only thing on the chessboard that can never go backward. So be mindful that when you make a pawn move, it leaves space behind so enemy pieces can invade your side of the board easier. They become easier targets the further up the board they go. And if you change your mind, you can't move the pawn back because they only go forward. Thank you for watching. Bye.